How's my volume?
Hey everybody, I'm Nina Taylor.
And I'm Bishop Ernest E. Richard Jr., and we're here to bring you the top 20 in our gospel countdown for this particular week. First of all, Nina, how has your week been?
It's been great. When I got home Friday, I had to show you this. This,
Uh-oh.
this came for me.
All right.
Oh, look at this.
Okay.
Came in the mail. It was such a mad rush when we were leaving. Um,
Yes.
it has our name, my name and everything on it. And
Mhm.
I was very, very excited to get this. So now I have six spin awards.
Not a problem. I'll start collecting spin
And they're
awards starting
heavy.
next year.
And they're so
Yeah.
happy.
Mm, mm,
uh,
mm, mm.
mate, I had two the year last year, and my luck
Mhm.
went over the weight. So
Okay. Hey, well, you know what? When you're a winner like that, winning is heavy. Let's just say that.
it really is. Yeah, and I carried them both on my back. The guy said, "You're gonna have to take them out, and you're gonna have to carry them on your carry-on." I was like, "Oh no!" It was so
I don't
heavy.
want to carry them.
And you know how big the Atlanta airport is. It was just
Yeah. And
insanity.
those that knew what they were turned around. Oh,
And then
congratulations.
they took them all out. TSA took them out and examined and did their little wand thing and everything. It was it was quite embarrassing.
Kind of laugh
And I
with
said, well, you're
TSA.
going to
So
have a lot of people coming through here with these.
that's right.
So you
And
must.
I'm thinking to TSA, they're wonderful people, especially in Atlanta. But
Yeah.
come on, you've seen these before, you
Yeah,
know?
she had to because everybody was leaving with them. But remember, we had that early flight last year, so I
Yeah,
made it
that is true.
one of the
That
four
is
was come
true.
through with them. So, yeah, well, anyway, so I'm happy that I didn't have to carry anything on my back this year.
Well,
I
and of
didn't have.
course, I think I left a little, quite a distance before you did. I had an
Yeah.
early morning flight,
Oh, I didn't have
you
no
know.
early flight this time. I think I
No.
left around 11, which was that was early enough.
Well, I'm next year. I think I'm going to take a later flight because then I discovered I could have taken an 8 o'clock flight and I would have been on time for service.
Mhm.
So we'll work on
Well, I
that.
mean, if you have something
Nonetheless,
covering. Yeah.
yeah, but and I really enjoyed myself. I got to say that much about this year's Spin Awards. Awesome time, just an awesome time. I mean, and I'm trying to say this so I don't sound like I'm bragging. I'm not bragging. I'm just elated. I wasn't nominated for anything, but I had the privilege of working with the Spin Awards team in various areas. And I got to be like the quote unquote fly guy that I be talking about on our regular station. So without winning anything, if there was a popularity contest, I think I
You
was in the
definitely,
running this year.
you definitely were. It was the clothes with the pink suit.
Yeah,
That
I
was,
enjoyed myself though, really.
yeah,
So
we did.
let's get to who we have in our top 20. And I think you'll be kind of excited. You'll probably say, some of you, well, I expected that. And then some of you say, what? But, who do you have at number 20?
Number 20 is our last Sunday Best winner, Melvin Chris Bell, was
Yes.
third. I love this song. I love what he did with it. I hear it. You said it was one of his dad's songs. It's called God Is, and he's kicking off the top 20 with this
Yeah.
great song. And I'm looking for this one to make its way to the top 10. Absolutely.
Yeah. Melvin is just an awesome individual in and of itself. I already told you the story some time ago when Melvin was a baby. I knew his mother and his father. We were
Yeah.
at the Urban Impact award ceremony up at Foxwoods in Ledger, Connecticut, and
Mhm.
Melvin was tagging behind his mom, and I mean he had some powerful lungs at about 2, 3 years
I'm
old.
sure.
So all we're seeing now is the end result. So, I love Melvin. Melvin, if you're listening, congratulations, my brother. You're just doing such an awesome job. Well, listen, moving to number 19, uh, Thomas Ware, his song Letting It Go. I mean, I've heard this song a couple of times. I like the song personally. I really do like the song. And, just to sit back and hear his style of music and what he does and what he brings to the table. You never had that good food that's seasoned just right. You don't need salt, you don't need pepper. It's just good. Well, that's Mr. Ware in this particular one. And, I'm looking for him to do some great things. I don't know if he'll make the top 10 in the next 2 or 3 weeks. He might, because with the Christmas season coming up on us,
Mhm.
that's the only time of the year when the charts seem to slow down. But hey,
Yeah.
don't count him out. Do
Mm.
not count him out.
Okay. Well, number 18, Ernest Pugh, whom we haven't gotten to see yet. We won't say why. Song's called Don't Give Up. He's number 18 this week.
Well, if you notice the song, let's just go with the song. Don't give up. We'll see him. But anyway, congratulations, Ernest. At number 17, and I love your phrase. I don't know if it's your phrase or somebody gave it to you.
Somebody
This
get
young lady's always slow dragging us to heaven. And every now and then she'll throw in a two-step. I'm talking about none other than Tamala Mann. Deserve to win. I
Mhm.
mean, for the last 5, 6 years, and of course, I think on our last audio podcast, we talked about
That-
how God has graced her.
mhm.
She went on a program where she lost over 150 pounds, and I'm just excited for what God is doing in her life, naturally, spiritually, emotionally, and of course, with that crazy husband of hers. I don't think she ever has a dull moment with David, man.
No. All right, then the Mass Choir, I'm not gonna say they're back because to me they've never gone anywhere.
Nope.
The song's called Only One Way Home. It is number 16 this week, and it's a great choir song. We're
It
always
is.
excited about our choirs infiltrating the top 40, and they have continued to do so. As long as I've known, I've been doing countdown shows since 2015, and they've always been in it. So, congratulations to them.
Well, I'll tell you honestly, it's one of those mainstays. There are a handful of mainstays out there, and the Mississippi Mass Choir is one of them. And we can start going back, and we're not going to go too far back because then we'll be stuck there at number 16 forever, ever, just talking about some of their great songs. So, like you said, congratulations, Mississippi Mass Choir. And now we come to the 15th spot that we're going to name. And BB Winans, what can you say about him? I
Mhm.
don't think every season BB has something that seems to resonate
Mhm.
with America. Father in Heaven is no different. And I mean, his style, his smoothness, I mean, it's almost like somebody, okay, I'm going to take you back just a little bit, Nina. There was a little something we used to talk about that said something to the effect of diamond in the back, sunroof top. Gospel speak in the world, excuse me, of gospel music. BB Winans has got his little gospel gangster name. He's like, yeah, man, and he's putting it down. You know what I mean? But that's BB Winans, and you can't
Yeah,
help but love him. You can't help but love him. Where we at?
absolutely.
Number 14 is where we're
Yeah,
at next.
number 14. She is fabulous. Nia Allen,
Yes.
who had her first number one with her big debut song, Wait, a couple years ago. And looks like she's going to, I believe this one's going to do well. It's going to make its way into the top 10 as well. And it is called Sunshine. And it's a great
Yeah.
kind of a mid-tempo song. I love it. I love everything.
Yes. Right now. And just in front of her, of course, we spoke of her earlier, Tamala Mann, her song Working for Me, twice in the top 20.
Yeah.
And folks, don't be surprised because and I got to say this about Tam, she is a hard-working young lady. I mean, you look at where she's been, gospel plays, musicals, all these things she has done. Every now and then, when Kirk Franklin and the family comes back and does their reunion, they go home and do the reunion. So Tamala Man ain't letting no moss grow under her feet. Working for Me is that type of song. That song will not just sit still. Right now, it's at 13. Do not, and I repeat, ladies and gentlemen, do not be shocked to find it in the top 10 in the next few weeks. Number 12. And of course, she's been stabilizing herself over the days, weeks, months, and years since her and her sister decided to take a break from the group Mary Mary. Tina Campbell is doing her thing. And I love this song because, Nina, I got to tell you, pray for me. No, let me stop.
Well,
What'd you think of that
yeah.
particular song anyway?
It's okay. I like it,
Mhm.
it's everything to me that they both do separately reminds me of Mary
Yes.
Mary. So
There you go.
it always
So
sounds
it's
like
like
always sounds like
we
them.
can I say this? Instead of having that total, complete, full satisfaction we had with Mary Mary, we still got satisfaction with just Tina Campbell. I think that's the way to say it. Would you?
Okay.
I won't say half satisfaction because it's still satisfaction. She does an awesome
Absolutely.
job, and
Yeah.
she's a hard worker also. I recall being able to host a gospel showcase where she was the headliner, and just as pleasant and very polite, cordial as she could be. But when it was time for business, it's like just get out the way, just get out the way.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, number
Mhm.
11, we actually debuted this song maybe like a couple months ago, and it's doing just what
Yes.
I said it was going to do. Chandler Moore on his own. The song is called Lead Me On. It's number 11. It's just knocking on the door of the top 10, which he's going to be there. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. He's going all the way to number one. That's what I
All
think.
right. Well, I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm going to agree with you on that. It's number one right now, but it'll be number one soon. Okay.
So
So he's
single
on the
digit
right
one.
track. And we
Yeah.
He's on the right track when we talk about ones. You're listening to the Gospel Countdown Top 20. I'm Bishop Ernest E. Richard, along with the lovely award-winning Nina Taylor. Let me try this one more time. Multiple
Yeah.
award-winning Nina
Mhm.
Taylor. And we gonna move to the number 10 spot as we move into the top 10. And I'm looking at Javon Dewan and the Trap Stars. I don't know why I keep messing that brother's name up. Let me try this one more
Tongue
time.
twister.
Javon.
The
The
one, and the
Dewan is it? I said Devon, didn't I? Dewan. And the
tongue
Trap
twister.
Stars
Uh-huh.
Without You. And I mean, it's featuring
Stellar
Sigourney.
nominated. Stellar nominated too.
Yes, as a matter of fact, we were going to put that in there, and they're featuring Sicardi Cortez. Who better than to work with? We know Sicardi Cortez. We're learning Javon Dewan. We're learning the Trap Stars, and I honestly believe that this song has some traction to it. 10 is not its resting place. I believe it will move up. I just don't know how far.
Yeah. All right. Dietrich Haddon at number 9. Never Be the Same. This song has just been hanging out between 10 and 20 for the longest time.
Yes.
Like I said, a slow climb is better than a zoom up to the top because you'll zoom
Mhm.
right back out. So he's finally here at number 9 with Never Be the Same. So congratulations to Dietrich.
Yes. And number 8, Jason Nelson. And of course, his song Yahweh, featuring Melvin Crispell the third again, the voice, we will call him.
You notice that we have multiple people in on more than one
Yes, I
song.
do.
That is
Yes, I do.
that's something
But
that Mhm.
if I may be able to say this, and I go back into the 90s, I think the collaborations started, I would say, in the era of people like Kirk Franklin. Actually, the Winans were the first to do it that
Really?
we can remember, where they would do collaborations. A lot of the quartets were already doing it, but I'm talking about the contemporaries. Because I mean, and it's so good to see this because whereas you may not have that number one hit that's on your own and you're under your own name and heading this, that, and the other. Here it is. You come along with somebody like in this particular case, a Jason Nelson, Melvin Crispell, who almost needs no introduction nowadays. You know what I'm saying? The
Absolutely.
song Yahweh, you'll love it. You'll love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I'm looking for Melvin to do greater things. Jason, he's already doing greater things and continue to do greater things. But now I'm in love with number 7. And Nina, I don't know why I like doing this, but I just like doing it. So you don't mind, Nina, folks, she be getting after me when we get off the air. Body listening to you, Otis.
Well, everybody is listening to Otis Steele. He spent 2 weeks in number 1. He's now down to
Yes.
number 7 with this song Everything. And of course, the great, I'm already calling her great, Lena Bird Miles is also on this song. It is still one of my favorites in the top 20 this week.
And I would agree with you on that. I'm loving the song and just enjoying what Otis is doing, looking for even more from Otis. We're moving right along. We're looking in the number 6 spot, and I gotta say it respectfully, who better than the man, Kirk
I mean,
Franklin? Try Love. What can you say about Try Love? What can we say about his other 50 million hits?
That all he has is 50 million hits. Is that all? Yeah.
You know what to say? Oh, he's still a baby. He only got 50
Yeah,
million.
baby.
No, he's just he strives for excellence, and I like the very fact that Kurt is not a me, myself, and I kind of person, you know. And then I say respectfully, and folks don't judge me. When you have a voice but not the voice, it's smart to bring other people in, and Kurt knows exactly how to get that done. He's been doing an awesome job since we've been introduced to him a number of years ago. Now, here's a shocker for me, but I guess I shouldn't be shocked because when I first heard it,
Mhm.
I'm sitting there doing one of these numbers and just bobbing with my head when I first heard it. Will Smith is in the number 5 spot with the song You Can Make It. And I mean, it's an awesome song. And, when I first saw the video, I was kind of scratching my head. What's with the fire and all this stuff? But I had to understand. Well, the
And that
fire is
was
a
live on TV. It was recorded live.
yeah,
I
but
can't
I
tell
had
this
to
is
later, I
close.
had to sit down and think about it because that fire in that particular video, for those of you that have seen it, is a representation of the trials, the
Mm.
troubles, the tribulations, the persecutions, and things that he has been through. And his message is very simple. Don't give up. You can make it.
All right. All right, now Jacqueline Carr has our number. No, I'm up to number 4. Kenny Lewis and One Voice with Kim Burrell. This is a powerful song. The
Yes, it
actual
is.
song is about 14 minutes long. We have played maybe 8 minutes of it. I played a lot of it last week since it infiltrated the top 5. If he goes to number 1, we're gonna have to play the whole thing. We'll play the whole
Well, that's quite all
thing.
right. And I mean, you
Great
can
song.
appreciate it, but then again, when Kim Burrell gets started, you got to give her space and
And
time.
I didn't know that when I heard this the first time. I mean, I've never heard her belt out a song like that. I'm used to her doing
Hmm.
a smooth jazzy thing, but she's showing
Yeah,
me if she has to, she can go there. And she went there and she did great.
yeah.
So,
Well, I've learned some time ago before we even knew who Kim was. She has versatility.
oh yeah,
And I mean, she'll sing a ballad. She'll hit that jazz piece like you're talking about. She can go to church too.
oh
I
yeah.
promise you on that one. This
Yeah.
sister can go to church.
I thought it was.
I would say this. And I'm just coming off kilter for just a little bit. She's not in our top 20, but if you put Kim Burrell and Dorinda Clark Cole up to preach, oh, you're gonna be there a minute, okay? And you will not be sitting down. Let me say it to you
Is
like
that
that.
right? So she gonna keep you going. All right.
Just bring
I
your
know
shouting shoes
Dorinda. We've seen Dorinda.
and
We've seen her.
yep, just bring your shouting shoes. That's all I can tell you. Just bring your shouting shoes. That's it. But here we are in number 3, as you got ready to mention, Jacqueline Carr. You
Mhm.
carried me. Such a beautiful song. And I mean, I heard that as early as this morning, believe it or not. I was getting dressed, getting ready to go to service, and the song came on. And I'll be honest with you, and this is one of those songs. This is why this particular song is special to me because, and I don't mind saying it, and it's just a very 20-second testimony, folks. This morning, I got up and I did not feel well at
And
all.
I know that.
And in the process of hearing that song
Mhm.
and letting it ring in my spirit, by the time I got to church, I was ready to have church. Or as they say from the old school, I was ready to have church.
Okay. Absolutely. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. I actually feel better. I'm like maybe 60% there. So I know how to when you get up. I'm one of those people, I don't like to call off. I don't like to let people down. So if I'm still breathing, I'm gonna go. Everybody, so if I don't show up to work or something, oh, she must be dying because she always comes. She's always here. All right, number 2 is my girl. Saw her.
Yes.
I've got to see the whole Clark sisters clan 2 times this year, and they were fantastic both times. Karen Clark has our number 2 song, and she is taking us to church. That's right, just like her sister. bring your shouting to send it on down. Well, I'm saying send it on down. I'm adding words to it. It's send it down, but you heard that send it on
Oh,
down.
you can go country on me. You can go country. Send
So
it on down. We know
yeah,
it's send it
it's in
down, but
that vein anyway. Yeah, absolutely. So she got number two this week, and congratulations to her.
amen. And in the number one spot for this week, and what they do for some of you that may not realize, they kind of calculate the number of spins. This one supposedly got over 1,400 spins in a single week. Yolanda Adams, Church Doors. And when you think about 1,400 spins, Nina, on average, in a 1 hour show, you're
Mhm.
going to get to play eight, maybe 10 records, if that many. And that's guessing, rough guessing.
Yeah,
So imagine 1,400 in a week. That averages out to over 140 plus per day.
glad you're good
So
in math, right?
yeah. Well, no, I'm decent in math. I ain't great, but I'm around, I'm in the ballpark. But
Yeah,
I sat,
that's quite a bit, quite a bit.
yes, it is.
That's a lot in one week, and you're looking at a lot of different stations who are also enjoying this song. So,
Yes.
it happens, and congratulations.
Yes. Yeah, well, Yolanda Adams, and she wants to say, I'm old school now, but
Hmm.
hey, listen, she has not lost her flavor, she has
Oh
not
no.
lost her style, she has not lost her grace, her poise, and being in ministry, there's just more seasoning added to her, and all we can look from her is to be the big sister to so many that are up and coming. And we pray with all our heart, mind, soul, and strength that that's happening.
Mhm.
Yolanda, we hope to see you sometime soon. And who knows, she might pop in on us one time.
That would be nice. Just quickly on a serious note before we break for the week. Bishop T.D. Jakes, we're hearing he had some health issues. I don't want to say what it
Yes,
was because I don't know. You can't always take everything with a grain of salt, from social media. I don't know what happened to him. They were saying they thought, people were saying it's a speculation that he may have had a stroke in the pulpit. So something was definitely wrong. But please pray for him, pray for his family, regardless of what this
yes,
other nonsense that's going on. We do want to also send our prayers out to people. We wish no ill will on anyone ever, ever. So pray for him. Pray for him and his family. So because when somebody goes through something, family goes through it right with you. They might not
that's
be in
right.
the hospital bed with you, but they're right there, and it's hard on everybody. So his church family also pray for them as well. All right, Bishop, I again thank you to Appointed and everyone at the Spin Awards. It's been a little over a month when we were there, but hey, we're still feeling the effects, especially getting the
Amen.
from you in the mail. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, we got a new station that you can check us out on as well. We're now on Urban Influencers Radio. We still have millions of subscribers. Uh, Urban Influencers are
Time for bed.
a conglomerate. They've got the charts and they've got a lot going on.
Yes,
I've been featured in a couple of their magazines a couple of times here. So I do thank Marvin Mack and all of their crew for all of the work that they do. So
yes.
we're happy to be on that station every Friday. I believe he said it was every Friday. I'll get the exact time. And also, you can catch the gospel news on there as well. Bishop?
Amen. Amen. Well, and I don't want you to forget, starting in December, the gospel countdown and the gospel news and other fabulous things that Miss Taylor does will be joining the KMI TV podcast. That's Kingdom Media Ministry. If you have Roku, Fire TV,
Keep me informed.
yes, I will definitely keep you informed. And when we're ready to roll and put everything up, we're going to probably grab everything that's already there and then add each week as we need to. You'll be able to listen to it in audio as well as video form. So if you happen to miss the countdown by way of audio, you'll be able to go back to the on demand channel on the Power to Stand TV network and you'll be able to pick up what you missed. And then, like us, you could say, Praise the Lord. No, don't get crazy. Anyway, the truth of the matter is, we're just so appreciative of you. And then we do want to help all of you understand that coming up June 1st through June 7th, we are doing a cruise going to Jamaica, going to the Cayman Islands, and then over to Cozumel, Mexico. We're going to be gone for a week. I think we're sailing out of Miami. Am I correct on that one, Nina?
I believe so.
Yeah,
All I
and
know is I'm packing now and I'm ready to go.
well, you know what? And I know Nina gonna sit there and say, "You just showing up." No, I'm not. It's vacation time. The missus and I are leaving for Aruba in a few days, so I'll just come back, wash everything up, put back in the suitcase, and let it sit till it's time to go. But
Don't
anyway,
forget, you're supposed to do a call in from Aruba. Aruba.
yes, we are definitely going to do. We're going to do a video as well as audio from Aruba, and we're going to try to find. Now, I want to warn you, folks. There ain't going to be no quiet setting down there because folks don't come around there. This is not Club Med. These, young and old alike, and I mean, there's some of
You said
everything,
Club
not
Med.
every. It's not Club Med. So there's some of everything, not everything, everything going on. So we are really looking forward to spending some time with you. Nina, as always, beautiful as you are, wonderful as you are, intelligent, charming, and so many other great things. We're
Yes.
not saying goodbye. We're just saying for the moment, we'll see you later.
Thank you. Thanks for checking us out.